Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I know there's some people from across the pond here today. So, hello. I am awake. I am here and ready for another Saturday morning sprint sesh. So, I'm glad for those who are here that you guys are able to make it. And let me know in the comments what kind of oh, in the comments what you're going to work on today. I'm actually really frustrated because last Saturday I just got into a break in my chapter and a bunch of that chapter before the break did not save, and now I have to rewrite. I started rewriting a little bit last night, but I'm actually this sprint, the first sprint, I should get to where I finished. But anyway, let me see. My girl CH is here. Oh yeah, I'm glad you're here. Of course, as always. What are you working on today? Are you finishing a chapter or like a scene? Or I know that you have been on a roll, so that's awesome that you have been. Okay, I'm actually going to probably jump right in because right now it might just be us. I think there's a couple others possibly in here too. But I want to finish this chapter that I finished last week. So, and also I will have to leave, get the sprint done, meaning right at 11:30 EST, because I'm going to add a little red in my hair. I haven't had some red in my hair in a while, so I'm pretty excited. So we will have to. I also will probably use the last sprint to go get changed. I did some of my makeup so I look human, but yeah. I'm working on a new chapter. I got about 4 left before I reach. That's pretty darn good. That's really good. I'm so close to the end of my book. It's so frustrating. I just need to sit my butt in the chair and do the things. That's why I'm glad I've at least made these Saturday sprints. Let's see. Yay, Sage is here. Yay. Wonderful. Whenever I see the word properly, I say it in an Australian accent in my brain. Properly. Because my girls watch a show called Bluey, and they're Australian cattle dogs, and it's probably the best show ever. Adults should also watch this. And the dogs always say, they're not playing properly. And my girls now say, she's not playing properly, or so-and-so is not doing this properly. And I'm like, yes, I'm mad that you're tattling on them, but you're saying properly, and I'm all about that. So I'm working on fanfic. Awesome. If this reference pic ever loads, ooh, I like seeing your scribbly doos. I'll check that out for sure. All right. So we're going to get started because I want to jump right into finishing that scene that was supposed to save last weekend that didn't save, but it's almost there. I'm just frustrated. Bluey, right? I love it. My girls, they finally, for the first time in 2 months, this week went into preschool without crying and screaming in the morning. And how they did it, if you've watched Bluey, CH, you will understand this. And Sage has too. Awesome. So in season 2, there's one where Bingo goes to kindergarten and is scared, but the dad winds her up, and then she deets into the classroom. I did that to both of my girls Monday, and they deet right into class. So all week I've been winding them up, and they've been just going without crying. So thank you, Bluey. Thank you. Your show is working the way it should be. It was really cute. All right, let's get these snails up. Let's do 15. Pick your color. Let me see where the snails are on my side of things. There they are. Let me get the color set. Things are going to be nice and slow. I think it's super windy here, so I really hope that doesn't matter or mean anything. But it was also super windy last weekend, and there's been issues all week places because of it. Okay. I'm going to go with yellow because I feel like yellow gets left out. So I'm gonna go with yellow. Yellow. All right, of course, Sage is going with green. I've not watched much of it, but caught an episode while visiting my in-laws. It's so funny. It's so good. Like, it really is. It's so good. I think adults need to watch it for sure. Sage is going with blue. All right, and I'll go with yellow. I think we're all staying away from purple because purple kept winning. So if purple keeps winning again, there's going to be issues. Okay, I'm going to push the button. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Music isn't on, but I gotta turn the music on. All right, and muting. Okay. This purple snail has been on a leak of this leaf juice and needs to chill out and give others a chance. Be humble, Purple, because it's not fair. I can't believe the purple snail just won again. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I was a little distracted, but I did get some things done, which was pretty cool. So let me go back to here. This music is still on in the background, but that's okay. I almost finished, got to the section. I got distracted because CH sent me a really cute picture. She has a Bluey picture at the top of her Christmas tree, and then we were all just talking about Bluey. So that's wonderful. That's gold. I love it. My girls have a Bluey and a Bingo toy, but it's actually the parents. It's not Bluey and Bingo. It's I always forget the parents' name. Their names. What are they? I can't think right now. My brain. I can't. But I realized it was actually the parents' toys, which I thought, I'm surprised they have the parents out there. That's all right. All right. Someone just joined us. Hello, Ray. Welcome. Glad you're here. Bandit and Chili. Thank you. I'm glad you're here too. I tried to scribbly do, but I can't make sense of these shapes. I bet I could if you sent them to me. Let me see, because you are very talented and I'm all about seeing all the stuff. All right, cool. So let's see. Like I said, I'm really sad that I lost like part of this. I'm gonna just keep saving it and emailing it to myself. Like, it's been a long time since like a chunk, like a page disappeared. And I swear I saved it. It's not like my laptop died last week. It's a little bit. I mean, for those who were here last week, we were talking about like I was looking for vintage candy and I found like a vintage original wrapper from of Sour Patch Kids from the 1980s. So I was like, I put it all in there and I had a whole scene and we ended it, and now most of that's gone. So I just had to look up what the vintage wrapper looked like again and explain it. And it's fine. It doesn't take that long. But it's like when you've already done it, it's frustrating. But I do want to keep on going. So let me know, for those who did word count, how many words you got. I did about, I wrote about a page. So I'm pretty much back to where I was before. So, ooh, got a notification from Sage. I want to see it. But I will look at the next one. It does. Sucks you lost your work, but if it helps at all, I've heard if you write a scene, if you delete it and then that's what I've heard too. There were a couple things like I know in the scene that I wrote last week that I really liked, like a couple sentences and stuff, but this one's not bad either. I honestly, if anything, it's just making me get to the point of what I need to get to, which is like the second part of the scene. This is like the transition part. So I might be getting there faster instead of as much fluff being in there. So if anything, it might be, like you said, a good thing. So that's good. Let's see. No idea if you'll be able to see anything or not. Now I'm intrigued. Let's find out. All right, let me click this if it lets me. Why do I have so many notifications right now from people that I want to talk to? Let's see. It's a boot. I know what it is. How do you do like the angles and the 3D? It's just so cool. It's a combat boot. I love combat boots. I know what it is. I like it. Yes, 225 is really good. I probably got like close to that actually. My friend, who I'm going to see later today, she's a writer, and she said that there was an author that she likes who said something about if you're struggling to get words in, which I started doing like a couple months ago. I need to do this again. Try to write 250 words a day because it's easy. It's only usually like, a few paragraphs or something. And that means that at least you got some words in every day, and it might at least get a habit going. And my friend has been doing that for a few months and it's been going really well for her. And I started doing that and actually realized, oh, wow, Usually you're above 250 when you focus on that. Because it's not a lot, like 1,000, whatever people do at Nano, but it is something that I want to try again because it was very doable. It made me feel good. So everything, that's what my friends say who are artists. They're like, it's all just shapes. It's like you draw a square, triangle, this, that, like and it all just comes from that. So that's pretty cool. I wish I could do those things. I don't know if there's anything around here that I've drawn, and I'm not an artist, but one of my daughters is really, really into, she's very detail oriented, and she's very in the lines with all of her drawings, very creative with her colors. Like you can tell that their dad is a really good artist, and so is their grandma on their dad's side. So kind of hoping that maybe she's the one. I mean, my other daughter too, maybe she could, but she doesn't nearly have as much focus on art as my other daughter. It's a good idea. I could probably do that. Right? It's like, it's an easy, simple goal because 1,000 is not always doable at all. Like it isn't. So 250, that's nothing, but it's at least getting some words down. It did make me feel good. Oh, I have a word count goal. I just need to write something every day. Some days are 10 words, some days are 10K, but I'm on day 164. That's 164? That's amazing. Good for you. I'm over here like 2 days in a row. Let's go. 2 weekends in a row at this point. Like I wrote a little bit last night because I was like, oh, I lost all this stuff. I gotta write. But yeah, I mean, I should probably try that again. So let's jump into a 20-minute sprint. Let me fix this. If that purple guy wins again, I'm going to be mad. Super mad. No, purple. I'm choosing yellow. Getting angry over here. Don't be too hard. Mom life, yo. Oh, show. It is. This weekend, I don't have my girls. So I'm hoping that today I'm actually, because I have a hair appointment at noon, and then I'm having an ugly sweater party tonight with some of my Ariel friends. I'm doing dinner before that, so I'm not sure if I'll get much more writing done today, realistically, but I'm hoping tomorrow I feel okay enough to go and do stuff because I want to take advantage of all the things. Green, blue for Bluey. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, let's do this thing, guys. All right. Let's push the button. 3, 2, 1. Go. And I am ready. And it looks like the purple is going to share some of that leaf juice, Sage. Woo-hoo! The green guy won. Here, I'll put him back up in case anybody wanted to see. I made it pretty quickly. Ooh, yeah! Awesome. Green guy won. I'm just happy the purple guy didn't win. So, I'm glad everybody wins. Not everybody doesn't win. That's something that like we all grew up being like everyone wins, and I heard now parents are more into nope, you lose, you gotta be a good loser, and it makes sense. And I'm one of those people who's like everybody have fun because I'm not competitive. I'm just not competitive. So I'm like, you got a good time. It's great. Anyway, going to a whole different conversation. Woo! Yes, epic win today. How did we do? I finally got into the second part of this chapter, so I'm happy. I just saved it. Let's see. The first sentence of the second part is, the second my mouth hit the searing liquid, word vomit was inevitable. Should I say searing liquid or just straight up say coffee? Because I feel like searing liquid is very descriptive and it's too descriptive and it's just second my mouth hit the searing coffee, or just the second coffee hit my lips, word vomit was inevitable. Kind of like that. The second coffee hit my lips, word vomit was inevitable. Searing liquid very like, I feel like high school, college, when you're really trying to trying to use so much description in your word vomiting. Let's see. Searing coffee. I could add searing coffee. The second the searing coffee, not him, hit my lips, the word, okay. I can do that. Let's see. I got the treads on the boot. Ooh, and then decided to be done with Scribbly Doo. Hey, if you feel good about it, do your thing, girl. Awesome. I keep getting all these texts. Like, I want to, let's see. Just say coffee. Liquid is one of those words that's like fluid and ooh. I don't want it to be like moist. Thank you. See, that's why I like to share thoughts, because it helps from other people's POV. And I'm getting a lot of text messages from like everybody, and I'm trying to like quickly answer some and try to ignore others, and I don't know what to do. It's making me crazy. All right, it's 11:24. I definitely want to get like 2 more sprints in. So let's do another 20-minute sprint, because I want to finish this chapter and I could be darn close before I go to my appointment. So never use the word liquid again. Yup, out of our vocabulary. It's funny. It is funny, like how there's certain words and certain things that, like, I avoid the word affect, because I still to this day have a hard time with affect with an A and an E. I know side effect is an E. So I use the word impact all the time. It didn't affect her, it impacted her. So I just I don't use the word affect anymore, because I always have a frustrating time with it. I can't figure out exactly what to use it. And there's another word, I don't remember what, but that's definitely one that I hate. Don't get me wrong, these are valid times to use it, but I feel like it's mostly in a scientific. Okay, yes, that makes sense. It does make sense. Like if you're talking about liquid density and the scientific hypothesis and that. See, writers aren't perfect. We don't know all the things all the time. Everybody has their, like the word exercise, I will never know how to spell. Never. Knowledgeable? You can tell me the correct way, but I will always mess it up. And lately, the word restaurant. I just like get to restaurant, I'm like, that's a new one, because that's an easy word to spell in my book, but like, what? Let's see. As a professional proofreading editor, I can say effective versus effective stuff. It is. That's why I use impact. If I can use the word impact, I will use it. So if you read impact in my book, you know why. Yup. All right. Ooh, dogs are barking. Dogs are outside. So my dog might bark. So all right. Let's get to the sprint. Let's do all the things. I think we're pretty productive today. I'm just like trying not to be too chatty. I had a long day ahead of me, and I have some food to make later. I have friends to see. We're going out to dinner. I haven't hosted like anything at my own space since before the girls, because when I moved out here, I moved in with their dad, so it was his space. And then we got a house. It was small, and it wasn't my favorite place, but now that and my townhouse was small, so I couldn't really host there. But this place, I've already hosted the girls' family birthday. And tonight I'm hosting this little lovely sweater party. So if you guys want to you'll be sleeping because you're over in Mute Pit. And so, I forgot. I was going to say you guys could virtually join us, but you'll be sleeping. So just, if you don't follow me on my personal Instagram, then you should, and you'll see some interesting, probably updates there. And I don't know if Sage follows me there, but I can give it to you. Let's see. Literally, all of my freelancers and contractors will find another word. There we go. I'm glad I'm not alone in this world. 552? That's freaking amazing. Let me do a word count just to see. Theodore, shh. I think about a page. I'm doing a page right now. It's 245. So it's about a page. So I'm right now doing like 3/4 of a page per sprint, and I'm happy about it. All right. Let's see. It'll be stupid o'clock in the yeah, you don't want to be up for it. And actually probably like my friends will be coming over here 5 or 6 hours ahead, I think. So it'll be like 1. I really want to go all out. My friend, he lives in Vegas. That's 3 hours behind. So we're like, he's bringing a date and they're going to drink like on our laptop via Zoom and just hang out with us and wear their ugly sweaters. So it's going to be kind of cute. You don't think you do? Well, I can text you or message it to you. I don't throw it out there because it's not like it's more private. It's just a lot more of my girls and mom life and Ariel. And it's just not as put together and cohesive as my writing Instagram. But I wish I could, but work will do that to you. It's okay. You guys will be there in spirit for sure. All right, let's do another 20 because I feel like I'm doing the thing and I'm happy about it. We're making way. Yellow. I'm believing in yellow today. It's gonna do its thing, and yellow's gonna win sooner or later. Okay. Pick your colors. My dog's gonna bark. No, it's not. Let's see. See, I'm not technically a worker. Hey, when you freelance or when you work part-time, the schedules are weird. That's one thing I do wish that was a little different for me was I'm glad I get a lot of my work done now during the day, now that I'm doing the part-time copywriting job, but it's still hard. Nighttime is still my time to work. And even last night, I almost didn't finish an article. Like, I'll do it during the sprints. I'm like, no, I'm writing tomorrow. I'm writing during the sprints. Like, it's all over the place. So green. Last chance or I'm ditching it. Love it. All right, let's start. 3, 2, 1. And oh my goodness, CH, blue snail for the win. Woo. Now we just gotta get my yellow guy to win. Come on. Step it up. Step it up, yellow. It's okay. Just happy purple's finally chilling out. All right. How did we do? I'm starting to need to stretch because this desk, I need a smaller, thinner chair because it's really like this desk is actually I can't think of the word. It's not really a desk. It's a an armoire, not an armoire. It's something you put in like a bedroom. I can't talk right now. Like a makeup stand, you put like a mirror is usually attached to it. So it's not like an actual this chair that would be perfect for a desk usually. Can't fit under it. And I'm always crossing my legs like in crisscross applesauce. I don't say Indian style anymore. Did you grow up saying cross your legs in Indian style, which is crisscross applesauce? Because now I feel like it's offensive. I feel like that's like an offensive word. It's a vanity. That's I can't think. I don't know why I can't think today. It's hard. But yeah, I usually always like sit with my legs like that. But I'm realizing I'm getting older now. I can only sit like that for like an hour and a half or an hour. Then I gotta stretch my legs out. Getting old here. All right, let's see how we did. I work 7 days a week. Well, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., but it's very relaxed. Okay, that's good that it's relaxed. It's very good. I feel like I work as a mom. CH will also say 7 days a week, all the time, except for this weekend. It's actually like a kid-free weekend. But yeah, if the workload isn't too bad, then that's good. I feel like for me, I'm still like getting into the groove of how to get everything, and it's hard. I mean, like to be able to meet all of the deadlines and be able to get all my work done without being distracted or being up till 1 a.m. I'm still trying to figure that out, which I'm glad I have regular work now. I'm not gonna lie, very happy about that. But yeah, I wish I could have a nice relaxed schedule. That would be cool. 199 words. Usually I could get one more. Couldn't get one more. Do it right now. Right now. Do it. All right, let's see what I did. I got very distracted and I couldn't, there was something, today my brain just can't think of like words and phrases. And I'm having a hard time with it. Which words and phrases kind of the point of writing. But let's see. Oh, the dogs are barking hard right now. Wow. I got about 220, so that's not bad. I don't know if anybody hears that. But that downstairs, like, sounds like it's a mixed dog, but he sounds like a beagle right now. He's like howling. Now my dog, who's Theodore's in his little, he has a little basket bed over in front of me, and he's growling or making noises and doing the things. Oh, I hear the other dog. Gosh, I don't know what's going on. Let's say I had an extra 2 minutes because I didn't hear you come back. Oh, well, there you go. Let's see. Wow, dogs are going crazy. Yeah, so group saying Indian style. Okay, I think it's like our generation. That's what they all said. For saying cross-legged, but essay doesn't exactly have the best record of correctness. Honestly, I feel like so many people now, it's different because a lot of people will say what they believe is, what they think is not right, or like people get offended, and which is it's fine, to each their own. I think Indian style is an okay term. However, the world does not always think that. So I get it. Ooh, we got some good stuff here. Let's see. And keeping you from your work, he said. He fervently hoped that Olivia couldn't hear the note of quiet sadness that he heard in his own voice. It was too embarrassing. Ooh, I like that. That's a very like showing sentence. Fervently hoped that Olivia couldn't hear the note of sadness. I like that a lot. or 52. That's a lot. Really good. Ooh, we got more. Why should he be sad? They were strangers 10 minutes ago. They were strangers now, though they knew each other's names. Mm-hmm. Still be strangers. Love it. I love it. And they would go on being strangers because you didn't make friends with random people you met in the park. That was how you got yourself kidnapped or trafficked. That is true. That's true. Or it could be a really romantic way to meet somebody who blew it. They could also be a murderer. You never know. I listen to way too much Crime Junkie podcast. Way too much. And I think everyone's going to murder me all the time. It's pretty sad. I've always said cross-legged. I say cross-legged if my legs are like this, like I'm sitting. But if I'm like sitting flat, does that make any sense? Like that little I would say Indian style. But it's crisscross applesauce now. Like a lot of kids say that. So it's like, but I feel weird being like, I say crisscross applesauce. Like I say in Indian style, just to make it just quicker. And what if you wanted to like say it in a story? I realize that's hard. I have to be like, I do more show than tell, obviously, like with that. But if I just want to say the exact Indian style, can I? No, not really. Frustrating. Great lines. I know, I love it. I don't think I have anything really good. They are like getting to a part where I don't really want to. There's not much I can share because it's the second part of the chapter, and they're kind of moving forward with some things. Let's see. Not really anything I can share. Ooh, which is sad. Let's see. Crisscross applesauce is so American and so adorable. It is totally so American, for sure. Yeah, it's hard though because as an adult, I feel weird saying that. Let's all sit crisscross applesauce on the ground and play cards. Like, okay, children. It will definitely turn out to be a really romantic meet cute. But Yuri has grown up being bullied and targeted for his self-expression. So now he's kind of on high alert all the time. That makes sense. The park is definitely good. I feel like in my life, I would love to meet somebody at the park or the coffee shop. I just want like cliche, meet my future somebody working on a Thursday from the coffee shop. They walk in through the door and like slow-mo in my mind. Not really slow-mo because that would be weird. But like, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's you. But how do they ask for like, how do they talk to me? Like, do they just come over and be like, I think you're pretty, or I think you're cute, or hi, I like your hair? Like, I don't know what. Like, the thing is like, on dating apps. So many people are on dating apps. So you don't meet people in real life anymore. So it's, how do you do it? It's really sad. It's super sad. Very American. You wouldn't hear that here, but that might be because applesauce. What? Wait a sec. Whoa. Applesauce isn't a thing? Clarify. I thought it was a thing everywhere. You don't have applesauce in South Africa? What? Ooh, I find the best distraction from reality is a good romance. Not for me, of course. I'm done with all that now. I'm a career woman, teenager, person. I have big plans. I like it. I'll send you what I've written so far, Jen. Ooh, I have no idea where I'm going with this story. I'm just like, hey, I feel like growing up, if you've been writing forever, which is what a lot of us I feel like have, we didn't plan or plot or even know the ending of most of our books. They just wrote. They just wrote themselves. You just let the story do it. So why not? Like I understand outlining, I understand plotting, I understand reading craft, I understand how the benefits of all those things. And I do like to read about the craft. However, I feel like sometimes it's overthought. And if you just go with what your heart is telling you or what your characters are telling you, then it'll just bring you where it needs to go. I don't know if you have that talent. Like it's sometimes if you overthink it, it just becomes very robotic and it's not the story you want it to be. That's my personal thought. Just me though. I need to hear about this applesauce thing though. Applesauce is not a thing in South Africa. You can find it in specialty import stores and maybe some of the fancier groceries. Oh, that is fascinating. I thought applesauce was a regular thing everywhere. What? Weird. Like my mom makes amazing homemade applesauce. It's so good. And my girls have like pouches of little applesauce that they also like sneak in carrots and stuff, like so you can't really taste it, but it's there, so there's veggies. I haven't had those, but they like them, so good for them. But oh my gosh, you are much more likely to find apple jelly, which is bright red and candy sweet, to go with your roast pork. That's interesting. I need to become more worldly. I need to get out there, see the things. It's so interesting that like applesauce just isn't a norm. Like K-cups, like the little, that's not a big thing over there, which I think in a stream I had, somebody told me, it might have been you, which I totally used for this today. Isn't this the most gorgeous mug ever? It's also a beer mug, which it's like from a brewery. So it's also a beer mug, but I use it for coffee a lot. I love it. We have applesauce here. Oh, okay. But it's generally, okay, eaten with pork. Then I use them as, yes, egg substitute. That's something that a lot of people do, but that's interesting that like when you think of applesauce using with a dinner, like as almost like a condiment, I think of it as, oh, let's get your fruit today. And I put it on their plate with a spoon, and that's what they eat as some of their fruit for like breakfast or something. What? We do not eat applesauce. That's crazy. This is so. I grew up with apple jelly and pork and mint jelly. Whoa. This is like, I love hearing about other countries and things that like are not normal. I love it. Let's see. It's a coffee tankard. I could just like pick, like, I want to hear you say that. It's a coffee tankard, like a tankard. I could just hear, I like that word. And with an accent, with like a UK South African, like cute little accent. I love it. I'm sorry if I totally like messed that accent up, but I just think it's the cutest thing. I want to hear you say it. Like just send me like an Instagram sound of you saying it's a coffee tankard. That will be the best thing ever. Today is the best. Okay. Now that I just went on a huge rambling rant about K-cups and applesauce and crisscross applesauce and Indian style and all the things, let's do one more 15-minute sprint because then I need to get changed. I want to use this sprint actually right, and then I need to get changed and I need to go and do all the things today. So, all right. You also get mint sauce, specifically served with lamb, but I'm not a fan. It tends to be bitter. I feel like a mint sauce would be interesting. Like I only like mint in like mint ice cream, mint in my mojitos. I feel like a mint sauce would be very interesting. That's not something I'm sure I'd like. All right, let's do a 15-minute super sprint with the super fast snails. And let's get 6 of these bad boys up here. I know I haven't shared the screen yet. All right, there they are. Let's see. I'm going to go with the bottom yellow and brown, because I'm looking at green, and green has like such a funny round nose. Like I wasn't sure what that was, like a bubble nose. I didn't know what that was. It's cute. But I'm going to go with the one way at the bottom, yellow and dark brown, and hope for the best. And yes. Okay, guys, let's kick butt in this last sprint. And 3, 2, 1, they're gonna go. And CH went with red, so blue didn't win this time. Blue's on a roll. Bluey's on a roll today. It's all about Bluey. Okay, I just want to make sure I saved while I was writing before I ended writing for this morning. And I'm just getting to like a foreshadowing little conversation, and I want to keep going, and I can't. Oh, because I have to get changed. And luckily, I did like put on a little bit of makeup so I can just change my shirt and go. This is a little bit of makeup I don't wear. It's like put on my eyebrows and under eye stuff, and we're good to go. I did wear mascara. What was it? A couple weeks ago, and I don't put on a lot of makeup very often. And Alora, one of my girls, looks at me and she is very detail oriented, and she goes, "Mom, I like your spiky eye hair. It's pretty spiky eye hair." I'm like, "Child, you notice everything. It's mascara, and it wasn't even like crazy mascara. I don't even know if they have crazy mascara." Okay, right? Green's nose is good. It was very good. Green's got all the sweet leaves stored in its cheeks. That's what it is. That's really funny. You are here. Yay, you must have disappeared and then come back or something. 48 that time. Hey, that's okay. Research happens. Last weekend, I did all the candy researching and stuff, so I get it. Silly Blue. Oh, do your nails match your top? Do they? Let me, it's kind of. Well, these are more like brownish purple. It looks just brown in the light. But these are like dark purple. Honestly, I'm so dumb. This last night when I went food shopping, I'm like, let me get some new nail polish. Let me just treat myself a little bit. Last night's whole shopping excursion was a treating myself thing. I always get like the same color scheme. Dark purples, dark reds, dark grays. And I swear I have this color. This is more like a dark brownish, dark purplish, but like I love it. I need to like venture out. I know what I like, I guess. I do. It's freaking adorable. You're freaking adorable. Spiky eye hair. I know. They look burgundy, yes. They are like a hint. It's like brownish, burgundish, purplish. Depends on the light. It's very different. Trying to figure out what Yuri's reading. It's bound to be something with Frank. Hey, some intense stuff. Shows you the character, shows you who they are. I like it. It's those little things. They like burgundy. We'll call them burgundy today. My hair's about to go kind of burgundy, so not like crazy. It's gonna be about the same like darkness, just a hint of dark red, because I used to do that all the time. And I got a little bonus this year. A little bonus. I can't say little, but it's the only bonus I've ever gotten, so I'm happy. I'm like, I want to start coloring my hair again, maybe. We'll see. You're a he's an intense guy. Well, it seems like it, as you can tell from their reading. It's how you shall not tell. Okay. I need to go change my top, even though I could just go like this, but I will match it way too much. So let me read one more. Too smart for Zone Good. Doesn't really fit in with the people around him. He doesn't realize it, but he's Fae Descended. We got fantasy in here. I like it. I love reading fantasy. I'm all about it. I used to write so much fantasy. I bet I could again if I got into it. I love fantasy so much. It's a totally different world. Jump right in. Okay, guys. This was fun. I'm so glad you guys were here. Thank you. I got a whole 5 pages done. This chapter is almost done. I'm super pumped. Hopefully I can get some more writing done, but let's right now I'd say just count on me for Saturday mornings, because Thursday during the week, I guess my life is just too much. So thank you, and I'm glad you guys were here. Thanks for being here. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, and thank you. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Oh, and I will send you my personal Instagram. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.